So this is a somewhat tricky comma question, right? And you have to kind of see we kind of have to like diagram this a little. So I have, unlike the nylon parachutes of today, comma, right? So this is like a dependent clause. Unlike the nylon parachutes today, comma, I can like get rid of that, right? Although this doesn't look like a comma question, it really is commas because we need to see independent dependent clauses, right? When we have commas, we can only have one independent clause in a sentence, only one, right? So we can have multiple dependent clauses, but when we comma things off, we have to have a singular full sentence, right? Because if we have more than one independent clause, this is a run-on. Okay, so if this says like these bend as they catch the air, right? What we have here in a comma here, what we have here is Raphael's design, comma, if constructed, comma, so this would be a dependent clause. We already have Raphael's design would be rigid and unwieldy, right? So his design will be rigid and unwieldy. This is already an independent clause. So we already have an independent clause. Therefore, this right here, right, these bend as they catch the air, this has to be made dependent. Has to, because if not, we would have a run-on, two independent clauses. So the only thing that's going to make this a dependent clause is which bend as they catch the air, right? Unlike the nylon parachutes today, which bend as they catch the air, comma, his design, if constructed, would be rigid and unwieldy, and then we have this colon and all this information after, right? Another thing you can do oftentimes if you have, so do you see how like A, C, and D would all make this an independent clause? These bend as they catch the air. Those bend as they catch the air. They bend as they catch the air. These would all make it independent, and this would make it dependent. If you see like these kind of splits where it's like three things making it independent and one dependent, I would bank on the fact that it's going to be the odd one out, this dependent. Similarly, if it was like this was making it dependent, three things were making it dependent, and one was making it independent, it's probably going to be this one that's going to be the odd one out making it independent. So answer choice B.